Dear students, today we are going to see the second session of Communication Skills Part 2, which is Unit 1. It is Part A of Employability Skills. We have already discussed the detailed syllabus for Class 9th Information Technology course 402 in your previous class. Today we are going to study verbal communication, types of verbal communication, advantages, disadvantages of verbal communication, and 3 P's of public speaking. You must remember that in the last session we have studied introduction to communication, importance of communication, effective communication, and 7 C's of communication. Verbal communication is the sharing of information by using words, as verbal communication is the communication by using words. Most of the people use verbal communication as the method of communicating. Now, what is the importance of verbal communication? It is important because whatever you express in terms of words, that is more clear and concise as compared to the other means of communication which we are going to see in this lecture later on. So, if you are using the right words, that will not cause any confusion and you will be able to communicate clearly. So, in order to be precise, in order to communicate accurately, you need to use verbal communication. That is the advantage or importance of verbal communication. What are the types of verbal communication? Verbal communication are of two types. One is the oral or spoken communication, and the second one is written communication. So, oral or spoken communication means that you are speaking to somebody. We will see some examples of oral or spoken communication, and written communication means communicating with the help of writing. What are the different ways in which we can use oral and written communication? We are going to see in the later section. So, oral or spoken communication is the communication which involves talking face-to-face conversation. That is the first instance in which you are talking to a person face-to-face. So, if a person is sitting in front of you, or you are able to see a person and you can talk face-to-face, that is an example of oral or spoken communication. When you can see the listener, for example, group discussion, talking to family member at home, conversation with public through speeches, etc. So, when you can directly see the listener and communicate with him, that is the first example of face-to-face communication, which is the type of oral or spoken communication. An example of oral or spoken communication is talking on the phone. So, this is for personal and official communication. So, for personal use, you might be talking over your mobile phones, or official purpose also, we talk over the mobile phone or landline or over a phone. So, that talking over the phone, we are not able to see the person in front of us, but still we are able to communicate. So, that is the second form of oral or spoken communication. We start the greeting with hello, and we talk and listen to each other, and the conversation ends with a bye or thank you. Third type of oral spoken communication, that is an example of oral spoken communication, is in groups. When we are, suppose there is a classroom teaching which involves groups, and in business discussion, public speeches, these are also examples of oral communication in which a person talks to many other at once, or a group of people. Now, you have to answer this short answer question. Write down the different types of verbal communication. Give an example of each type. We have already studied what are the different types of verbal communication, and you have to give example of each type. Later on, we are going to see the written communication, the second part of this question, in which you are going to answer the examples of written communication. We are going to see later on. Written communication is the communication which involves written or typed words. Examples are writing letters, notes, emails, etc. SMS, short message service. We send SMS over the mobile phones to our friends, or to the people whom we are already known. And SMS, that is also a form of written communication. So, you can use electronic media, you can use papers, you can use emails. All those forms of communication in which we write our communication, they are written communication. So, SMS or short message service can be sent through a phone to a person or a group. Using email to share news. Email is another form of written communication. Thoughts, documents, and files, including photos, videos, music, etc., can be used to send messages to a person or to a group. Books and newspaper. So, books and newspaper, that is also a form of written communication in which the writer or the author writes something and the public reads that. So, you have seen the examples, various examples of written communication. All these are examples of written communication. So verbal communication is of two types, that is oral communication and written communication. Verbal communication offers some advantages. Verbal communication is easy and quick. You can easily and quickly communicate to the other person using words. You can say what you want and get a quick response. It is an easier form of communication when you have to exchange ideas, because the other forms of communication which we are going to study later on in our course, they are not so clear as compared to verbal communication. So it is very easy to communicate our ideas by writing or by speaking. You keep changing your communication as per the other person's reply. So you can change your communication according to the reply we receive from the other person or group. There are certain disadvantages of verbal communication. The most common disadvantage of verbal communication is the cultural difference between the sender and the receiver of the information. This means that if there is a difference in the culture between the two people who are exchanging information, cultural differences can be in the languages. The two people differ in languages, their inability to understand the colloquial phrases, that is the phrases which are used in each other's language, and the accent. You may also be aware that if people have different accents, they may not be able to communicate properly or understand each other's language. Since verbal communication depends on words, sometimes the meaning becomes confusing. So if you are using difficult words or confusing words in communication, then it becomes difficult to understand or comprehend what the other person intends to say. So verbal communication, you have to be specific about the words you are using, because if the right words are not used, the correct communication cannot be established. Public speaking. So public speaking, as we all know, speaking in front of the public or large groups, that is known as public speaking. So how can you ensure that public speaking be effective? You can use the 3 P's: prepare, practice, and perform. These are the 3 P's which help you overcome your fears and become a confident and effective speaker. These 3 P's can be elaborated in the table given below. Prepare, practice, and perform. In preparation, you have to first think about the topic you want to speak and think about what your listeners need to know about the topic. So what you want to convey to the listeners, you have to think about it. Think about the best way to make your listeners understand your topic. So how can you make your listeners understand what you want to convey, and write what you plan to say. So whatever you plan to say, you must write it before you actually deliver your speech. Practice. Practice by yourself first. You also know that practice makes a man perfect. So if you are making a practice, you can be assured that you are going to speak effectively. Practice by yourself first. Talk in front of a mirror. Talk in front of your family and friends and ask them what they think. You can speak in front of your family, friends, colleagues, so that they can prompt you for your mistakes and they can correct you. Speak clearly, loudly, and at the right speed. So clarity of voice and loudness is very important, and also speaking at right speed is also very important. If you are very fast or very slow, then people will not be able to catch up what you intend to say. Then the last one is perform. So performance comes in the last after these two steps. You have to take few breaths if you are feeling nervous, because obviously in public speaking, when the public is large in front of you, you need to first take a few breaths and remove your nervousness. Then think about what you have prepared and start speaking confidently. So confidence is the key to public speaking. Activity 1. This activity is about a role play of a phone conversation. You have to imagine a situation or a scenario in which you are a person from the call center and a customer is talking to you about a product which has been delivered at the customer's residence. So you can act as a caller and you can ask your friend to be a receiver, and any third person who can give a feedback on the effectiveness of communication, keeping in mind the 7 C's of communication. So whatever 7 C's we have studied earlier, during this conversation a third person can monitor whether you are abiding by the 7 C's of communication. Some multiple choice questions have to be answered by you. You have to identify the right option A, B, C or D from the objective questions and note down in your classwork copy. First is choose the correct example of oral communication. So out of these reports, newspapers, face-to-face conversation, notes, you have to choose the correct example of oral communication. We have already studied oral communication and we have seen the examples. You can answer this question. When we communicate verbally, we should use dash. So when we are verbally communicating, that is with the help of words, what type of words we must choose? We must choose difficult words, simple words, confusing words or abbreviations. Third question is, why do we send emails? Why do you send email? To reach on time, to share documents and files, to talk to each other, to meet each other. So you have to identify the correct option out of these. So thank you and hope you enjoy this class, and for follow up you need to write down the notes in your classwork copy, and your subsequent exams will be conducted based on the content which has been delivered through this video.